Hello, my name is Matthew Griffiths and I'm going to be talking today about Tutankhamen. In his life, he lived from 1341 BC to 1323, ruling at an astonishing age of 9 years old. Since Tutankhamen was still a child, Tutankhamen was particularly dependent of many different advisors. A small group of men stood by ready to assist him with his more challenging responsibilities and decisions. Because he was still the king, he was also the high priest of all the gods. Into his early reign, he worshipped the newer god, Aten, the sun-disk god. But soon afterwards, he turned back to the older, more traditional gods of the pharaohs. Religion in ancient Egypt was a way of life, permeating every aspect of existence. The principle of governing this system was represented by the goddess Mat. The pharaoh Tutankhamen, sometimes known as King Tut, was born in 1341 BC and died in 1323 BC. His tomb was discovered by Dr. Carter in the Valley of the Kings in 1922. Inside, large corridors confused many people who had tried to explore it. To help us with figuring out the life of King Tut, there were thousands of characters in hieroglyphic writing inscribed on the tomb walls. This source may be reliable, but since it was about King Tut inside his own tomb, it could have easily been biased about his conquering and reign. Many people believe that he was a fair ruler most of the time. At the time that Tutankhamen was crowned pharaoh, Egypt was in fairly good state. Though, from what I have found, during King Tutankhamen's rule, there were actually no attacks or battles in Egypt. There is nothing really special about King Tut. His tomb was one of the first archaeological finds of the Egyptian dynasties that was actually intact. It contained an actual mummy, it was sealed, and most importantly, it contained treasures. The hieroglyphics on the wall were very much together and remaining. They told the story of the boy king, as he is called. It gave clues to how his people lived and died in this dynasty. It held more information that archaeologists had been able to garner in all their previous finds. It was huge. This find created a new, larger understanding of Egypt in the ancient times. In conclusion, I think that Tutankhamen had an amazing effect on ancient Egypt and our modern day society's history. His life also describes some amazing points that say small people can do amazingly big things.